Hello, hello. Trying to pull up the live so I can see it. Hello, hello. Welcome in, welcome in. Okay, there we go. Hello, hello. Let me just pull the chat up. Oh, now I can see it. Okay. I have my phone over here and y'all over here. And let me turn the volume down. Can y'all hear me okay? Let me know. So I am working on embroidering these makeup bags. And I'm knocking them out slowly but surely. Hello, hello. Hey, y'all. Hey. Let's see who we got. Sharon, Grammy. Let's see, a message held for review. I can show that. Hey, hey. You are welcome. Donzel, hey. Sheila, hey. Welcome in, y'all. So, yeah, I'm stitching out all these sayings on these boxy bags. So, I have 17 different sayings the Maid of Honor gave me. And so, I'm just going through these and getting them done. So, I can go ahead and sew these up and get them shipped off by Monday. And I was going to do a vlog. I did kind of start recording, but I was like, I'm gonna just go live because why not? Let's see. I ain't got on my glasses, y'all. I can hardly see. Hello, hello. Welcome in, everybody. And I'm gonna show y'all the ones that I've done so far. I'm gonna get this one, I'm gonna get my next one hooked up, and then I'll show you the ones that I've stitched out so far. Like I say, these sayings are hilarious. Some of these I say myself on a regular. Alright, so this is one. I'll pinch you. And then I'll show you the other ones in just a sec. So I'm just getting all these embroidered. So I figure I'll go live. I was over on TikTok, but I got disconnected. So I'm like, hey, I might as well just come over to YouTube and see how y'all doing. Happy Saturday. What y'all got going on? Alright, and I'm using my 6 1/4 by 8 1/4 mighty hoop. That hoop works perfect for these bags. And I'm just using the grid on my table, make sure I have it centered. And I need to move this up just a little bit. And making sure everything is straight. Okay, that looks good. And so, got her hooked up, and I'm gonna go ahead and get this one on and keep working on my handles and my tabs. And I should probably check my bobbin. I'm gonna risk it, and let's hope for the best. Oh, you're welcome. Thanks for the live. Let's see. came in. Hey. You know, I didn't know I was going live today either. So don't feel bad. I just decided to pop on because I'm in here and I'm just like, well, might as well go live. Because I was vlogging this whole process and I was like, you know, just go live. I don't feel like editing anything. So yeah. So, oops. I'm ready. So now I'm going to do a trace. And I just need to move that just a tad. And then I'm going to trace one more time. And looks good. Take my placement sticker off and let her do her thing. I think this one is going to take 8 minutes. So a lot of these sayings are really short, and I think the longest one took 10 minutes so far. So they're not taking long at all. It's just a lot of them. So I'm working on custom boxy bags. So they're all going to look like this once they're done, but they're going to have embroidery on there. So it's 17 personalized boxy bags for a bridal party. The maid of honor sent me a list of sayings. So each bag gets a different saying, which is one of the bride's most commonly used sayings, which is a really creative and unique idea. I've done bags for bridal parties before, but usually it's like a wedding day, a bridesmaid, a monogram, something like that. I really like this idea. And I'll show you some of the ones just in a second that I've already done. That's okay, we all did it before live tonight. Yeah, I didn't either. I was like, let me go over and see what's going on with my people on YouTube. So these are all my tabs for the bag. So I've got them ready and I've already finished my handling. So I still have to sew them. But let me show y'all the parts that I've done so far. So I just showed y'all that Alcucci one. So that's one. And then I have the lining fabric. So I cut the bag with the lining fabric, or the outer and the lining fabric together. So I'm just going to try to put those together. This is the other one. Howdy, y'all. Here's another one. And this one is going to hell in a red eye. So those are all the ones that I've done so far. Again, just kind of going on to the next one. Finishes, then the next one on. And I've done all of these with $1. So I'm like, yes, about time for me to switch that out. I'm just kind of trying to get my plan. Wish I could sew. Do you have a sewing machine? Have you ever tried? I just taught myself. Because I used to upcycle my clothes. I used to always alter my clothes. And I used to do it with needle thread by hand. And I just, like, you know what? I don't know how to sew, but I'm going to figure it out. I just got a sewing machine and hey, trial and error. But now there's so many tutorials out there. I mean, at the time when I started, it was just like me, G, and Misha. Those were the two that I really watched. But other than that, it was kind of just like trial and error. fabric like I'm doing these, and then you would just like sew around the edges. Just do a full stitch around, and then put your bracket on, your keyfob hardware. Just start with something simple, and then work your way up as you get more comfortable with your machine. Oh, thank you, Faker. Yes, you guys, please hit the thumbs up. I am just hanging out, making these bags. I was finished all these. I was over on TikTok live. Figure I would finish out the rest of these bags, or at least some of them, on YouTube. So I got my handles done. I got my tabs done. Now I could go and start sewing those, but then I got to do a camera and all that stuff. So what is going on, y'all? How y'all been? Oh, thank you, Donzel. Yes, you guys, thumbs up, like the live. I appreciate you. Got 20 people there in here. Hey to everybody in the chat. Hey to everybody who's just watching on the outside. This is all for the engagement. But yeah, so come on, man. Can you chat with y'all? Either that or I've been sitting here thinking to myself, so I figured I would come on here. And I am, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm just marking these things off as I stitch them out. Yeah, so I have 11 more to go. But yeah, it's a lot of these things I say myself. Not a lot, but there's a lot on here that I'm like, oh yeah. But it's a unique idea instead of just getting your standard name or ready on there and stuff like that. Nothing much, just relaxing and watching you live. Okay. Yes, I'm tired. I said I was going to go ahead and sew these tonight. I'll probably sew a few of them and then finish tomorrow so I can ship them on Monday. Which is, I'm still ahead of schedule. I just have to get some done. I did have to get a couple more yards of fabric, so that was part of the hold up, otherwise I would have been ready. But, yeah, I'm going to get this out on Monday. I'm grinding it out tonight. I think the longest part was actually fusing the interfacing to all the pieces of the bag. That took the longest. Oh, do I have on my AirPod. Let me try turning it, make sure the volume is up over here. It is up. Because you don't have on my AirPod, I'm thinking that might be why. And I think if I take it out, it's going to pick up the machine even more. Yeah, I should get my microphone. Let me just grab my microphone. Oh, Donzel says the machine. Okay. Well, you guys can still hear me, but if y'all can't hear me, that doesn't mean no. I have to use my other microphone. I'm pretty sure I got my charger plugged in, but I think my phone is charged because I'm on my phone now. how you doing? So I'm just working on a boxy bag. This is how they're all gonna look once they're finished. But they're getting custom embroidery on one side. So that's what I'm working on right now. Just doing all the embroidery, and then I can start assembling the bag. Which all these are large bags, and that was done. So it's going to take me about 17, 18 minutes to actually assemble each bag, but I'm gonna sew in batches. So I'm be like a little assembly line. So I could get them done quicker. And let me get the next one ready. Oops, nope, that one. Okay, yep. So I got all of them digitized and I already sent everything over to the machine. And so now I'm just stitching everything out, cleaning everything up. And so this is the next one. And let me just clean the back up and then tear this stabilizer off and I'll move on to the next. All right, and this is the 6 1/4 by 8 1/4 mighty hoop. This hoop is perfect, as you can see, perfect for these bags, and this works good for both my large and my medium boxy bags. Oh, you do it, been getting your embroidery on? Okay. Oh, noise cancellation. Thank you for that. I didn't even think about that. Hold on. Let's see. Oh, you know what? It might take me out the live, so let me leave that alone for now. Because as soon as I go out the live, then it's going to shut off on me or something crazy. And let me just burn this loose thread off here. And I already have my lining and my outer fabrics already cut. Then I have my placement for where I'm going to put my label. So I'll sew my label on there once I get over to the machine. I'll get that in place. But for now, we are getting these knocked out. And that one was, I'll tell you that for free. Let me mark that off my list. And on to the next. And I'm using Richword's tearaway stabilizer. So these are the pre-cut sheets, which I love. These are perfect. And I'm just lining my hoop up on using my grid as my guide for my center point. And just laying it down. I was using the backing holder earlier, but I was struggling with it a little bit, so I'm not using it now. Taylor, hey Taylor Maid, how are you? I've been in to say hi. I appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, Melissa, thanks for stopping by. Okay, and so let me just adjust this. So I'm just lining it up with my dot here, my little sticker, and just making sure that it is centered here and there, and good to go. Oh yeah, bobbin before I forget again. Oh yeah, I would have ran out. Like that was all that I had left. So let's pop another one in there. And y'all, these bobbins, oh, that one came off easily. Usually it'd be hard to find the thread where it starts. But I got through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 with one bobbin, so that's pretty good. this one on and keep this party going. And change my thread. And we're ready. And do a trace. And that looks good. So just pop off my sticker. Okay. Oh, spring. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. That's tonight. Oh, everything's going to move up an hour. I never thought that. Is it, are you in Arizona? I know Arizona doesn't, well, not all of Arizona, but I know in the Phoenix area, their time stays the same. Yes, heat them on the back. Anytime, regardless of any type of fabric that I'm using, when I'm doing applique, I'm using heat them on. But yes, on sequins, I've done it without it. Will it hurt? No. Is it harder to cut? Absolutely. It's harder to cut without heat them on. So yes, I use heat them on like every single time. Every single time. I buy a huge roll of it. Oh, you're in Chicago. Okay, okay. Chi-town. How's the weather there? Our weather here in Vegas is like bipolar. It's like last weekend, it was 85. It was beautiful. We were downtown on Fremont Street having a good time. Today it's 62. And now, granted, that's still not cold. It's cold for us locals. So, yeah, and then my sinuses have been like up and down because the weather's been up and down. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I was going through it. Today, I was like, I'm going to stay in the house. I'm not going to go outside because as soon as I do, my sinuses are going back up. But then on Monday, it's going to be back in 80. And then by April something, mid-April, it'll be blazing. Your items cut like butter. It's the heat and bond. I'm telling you, that heat and bond works good when you press it on the fabric. And once you finish embroidering, you want to press it as well so it adheres. Just like you would if you're doing applique using glitter HTV. You want to press it just like you would when you just press your glitter HTV after the fact. Just make sure you put a Teflon sheet or butcher paper. I would say if you're using sequins, use a Teflon sheet. Glitter HTV, you can use parchment paper, but just so you don't melt the sequins, if you don't want to press it that long, like 15 seconds is good enough for sequins. Any longer than that, you risk the chance of burning your sequins. And I do mine at like 325 for like 15 seconds. But then I do my glitter HTV at normal time and temp that comes on the package. Hey, welcome in everybody. Thanks y'all for joining. Make sure y'all hit the like, subscribe if you have not. I can occasionally go live. I'm trying to do better. I have some live scheduled in my plan content. I plan all my videos. I have a content planned until like mid-April or the end of April. And I have a couple of lives in there. So I'm going to actually schedule them. This is just kind of a random live. But applique. I love doing applique. But I would honestly prefer sewing these boxy bags, making these blankets, and embroidering hats. Those are like my top 3 favorites. At least at the moment. I can just do those back to back. I feel like I'm more than doing these blankets, boxy bags, and hats. Because they're just so quick and the profit margins are really good. Hello. Just finishing up these bags. So yeah, I'm just hanging out and chilling with y'all. This machine is a beast. And let's see, I got these 7-on-1 bobbins. But these are gonna be, some of these are a little bit longer, so yeah, I'm gonna probably have to change my bobbin one more time before I'm done. So I'll probably end up doing this one. That's and then there's about 3 more I can get through that are longer, and then I'll push out, and then I'll get to the rest. So this is my little list here, checking them off as I go. Oh, it's still hard to hear? Okay, let me put in my microphone. Hold on. Oh, oops, that's the wrong one. Okay, can you hear me now? Can y'all hear me? Put my magnet on. Let me make sure. Okay, it's better now. Okay, just wanted to make sure. Yeah, sometimes, and it's probably because I'm standing right next to this machine, and yeah. So, my bad, y'all, my bad. All right, now that we have that out the way, but yeah, just working on getting these bags finished. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 left. So I have all my bags back here on my chair. I have the bags cut out, the lining cut out. I'm just putting the embroidery on the bags. So I will show you what I've done so far. So they're for a bridal party, and each of the bag is getting a different saying, which is a saying that the bride commonly uses. So here is the first one. Just making sure that's in camera. And the last one, that one just stopped. This is the next one. And then just keeping them together with the lining fabric. This is the next one. And then that's the next one. And then that one. And that one. So those are the ones that I've done so far. And this one. And I'm gonna go ahead and get my next one ready. All right, let's do that one next. Okay, and then this is the next one. So I'm just clean it up and then get it ready, or get the next one ready to put on. And yeah, once I finish all these, then I'm gonna start, well, I gotta sew my handles and my tabs, and then I'm gonna start assembling the bags, which I said I was gonna do tonight, but I'm thinking I'm probably gonna do the bags tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna try to maybe get some done tonight. And welcome in if you're just joining. This was not a scheduled live. I just hopped on for a little bit to chat with y'all while I was working on these bags. And I also got randomly disconnected from TikTok. So I was like, well, let me go on over to YouTube. YouTube is more lenient than TikTok. I would say that. Just can't play music over here. That's the only downside. And let's see, number 8. And again, I'm just using the grid on my mat here just to line everything up. So let's see. Get that right at number 8. Move that up a little bit, and that looks good. And this is a 6 1/4 by 8 1/4 binding hoop. What type of fabric do you use for your bag? So this is a cotton material. I prefer cotton just because it gives the bag more structure, especially once I put, like, I have my interfacing on the bags, but I like using cotton when I'm making these bags just because it does give it more structure than different types of fabric. Now, I do want to try, like, using maybe sequins or something like that, but I'm just like, that might be doing too much. But cotton for sure. And I use a heavyweight fusible interface on both the outer fabric and the lining fabric, and that will give it that nice structure like this here. So it stands up by itself. I mean, it's still, you know, soft and flexible and everything, but it stands up. It holds its shape. All right, and let's do our trace and get this one going. And I think this one's only going to take like 7 minutes. All right, that one is good. Take my placement sticker off and get it started. But yeah, always cotton fabric. I'm trying to think, have I used any different types of fabric? I've used like a cotton poly blend. I haven't done a stretch, I don't think. Yeah, Eva, this is the large bag. I don't have No, normally when I make my samples, I do them in large because I have large, medium, and small. I get most, I would say about 75% of people that order these from me, they order the large bags. I get some that order the medium. I would say small. The small one would be something like maybe throwing it in, if you got like a larger, well, not even larger tote, but a larger bag, like a hobo style purse or something like that, you could put the small one in there. The medium is not gonna fit in the bag. But yeah, this is my large one. And I always do my samples in large because when I do my samples, I take them, you know, do my photos, put them on my website, but I also sell these at markets. So when I do my vendor events, my farmers market, stuff like that, I'll sell my samples there because they're just as good as if, you know, someone was to order one. Hey, Deborah. Welcome in. For those that are just coming in, if I didn't see you, welcome in. Just working on embroidering on these bags so I can start sewing them up. This is what's taking the long, well, putting the interface in on all the pieces of the bag, that's what took the longest. This, you know, I would say the digitizing, it didn't take long, but I had to do 17 different designs. I had to digitize 17 different ones, but the phrases are pretty short, some of them. But yeah, so that's what I'm working on. And I've already stitched all my tabs and my hand, or not stitched, but iron them. So now I have to take these over to the sewing machine so I can stitch these together as well as the tabs. I do not interface the handles. I haven't had any issues, or anyone at least tell me they've had any issues, and I have a few different ones I use when we're traveling and stuff like that, and haven't had any issues. I just, you know, do the fold method, and then I stitch around, and then I stitch them into the bag, and haven't had any issues, even with extended periods of use. Now, if you want your handle more stiff and structured, you definitely can put a piece of interfacing in there, but I do not, and haven't had any issues or complaints. I'm making 17, so I think this is number 10, or I don't even know, I lost count, Donzel. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I got 8 left. So slowly getting there. Including this one. That's including this one. Oh, sorry, just saw some weird alert. But yeah, 17 bags. I was like, that's a odd number for a bridal party, but I'm like, hey, you order, I make it. When I do them, I put, clear vinyl on the inside. Okay. Oh yeah, so they could be white clear. Yeah, I've seen some people do those, or not clear vinyl, it was another material. I can't think of the name of it right now, but it's easy to wipe down. I'm drawing a complete blank, but yeah, I've seen some people over on TikTok that make them, and they make them with the lining so they can be wiped down. All of these are going to have black lining. I don't like to do white, well, in cotton. If it's something you can wipe down, yes. But if it's white, I'm not putting white cotton in one of these bags, because somebody put some makeup in there, something spills, it's a wrap.
But you can wash them. You can wash them. I just let people know when I send them with the instructions, they can wash them and then just lay them out to dry. I wouldn't suggest putting them in the dryer. That's the only thing. So it's not technically a theme, but it's a theme. So all the bags are green camo with orange thread, and each bag is getting a different saying. The brides most commonly use sayings. And again, I think that's just a cute idea. No one has ever ordered something like, well, you know, ordered the bags, but something with the sayings. That's really unique. But yeah, so she just like camo bag, orange thread, and that's the thread she picked out, the color she picked out, and just a different saying on each bag, which is really cute. So when the bride sees these, I'm sure she'll love them. I hope she loves them. At least the party. Yeah, Donzel, that is a lot of bags. That's why I'm like, that's a lot. Either it's a really large party or maybe some for some of the bridal party and some for, I don't know. But I'm like, 17 people? You got 17 bridesmaids? Like, that's a lot. Must be a large wedding. Oh, you said correct, and they can be washed. Okay. Yeah, it's a cute idea. Like, I've made different custom items, you know, custom names, monograms, dates, you know, anniversaries, birthdays, children's names, all type of stuff. But I was like, I like this. And some of the sayings are funny. Some of them are funny. Some of them I'm like, I say these on a regular myself. Like this one that's stitching out, I say that on a regular. But most of them, and two, they're not really long. Some of them are just one word. Some of them are like a sentence. Like one is like, not my circus, not my monkeys. I think that's the longest one. The rest of them are pretty short. So I think the longest one took maybe 13 minutes. And as you can see, that one is done. So let's get this one off and get my next one ready. And I'm treating this like an assembly line. One off, one on. Keep it moving. Okay. I definitely say this on a regular. So that's the next one. And then I'm going to clean this up and hoop up the next one and keep on going. Welcome in, welcome in. Oh, work with me vlogs. That's actually more of the content I am going to be doing, Donzel. I'm gonna still be doing DIYs and tutorials, but I'm just kind of gonna be showing you guys behind the scenes, like what really goes on. Like sometimes people don't talk about the side of content that, you know, a lot of times y'all just see the finished product. Y'all don't see what goes on when editing and you lose some of your edits. Or in my case, my computer's not charged and it shuts down. But yeah, I am going to be doing more work with me vlogs. Just because I could just put up the camera, film, chat, and work. And I really don't have to do a lot of editing afterwards. Because just with running a business, working a job, creating long-form content, creating short-form content, and also have a life outside of all of this, you know, the vlogs are easier for me. So yes, sir, I will be doing more. And just lining the hoop up on my grid. I do have the backing holder, but I've been struggling with that. So I'm just using just the, just my mat and just hooping stuff up. Or I probably could have used my adjustable freestyle fixture too, but I'm already almost done at this point, so. And let me move this up. Thanks, I'll be watching. Called Splash Fabric. That's so. You know, I'm trying to. I'm gonna have to Google. I can't think of the name of that fabric, but it is. You can wipe it down. It's almost like not an indoor-outdoor fabric. Oh, I can't think of the name of it. I was going to grab some the last time I was in LA downtown, and I like completely forgot. I saw the pretty sequence and I just got distracted. But yeah, I can't think of the name of that fabric. But I'm gonna have to try that because I use mine just for toiletries when I'm traveling. I don't wear any makeup, but I did give one to one of my friends to kind of test because she wears makeup to see, you know, how they hold up, how, you know, things like that. If it's something that I make that maybe I use in a different way or something like that, I'll usually give one a bag or whatever it is to someone to test out for me so they can give me their feedback. But I'm gonna have to look into the fabric, like you said, that vinyl that you can wipe off, because that was my reason for wanting to go with cotton, because you can easily wash it, it won't damage the bag, you just pop it right back out and you're good to go. So all right, wait, which one did I just finish? Okay, so now this one is ready. Let's do our trace. And this one is going to take 8 minutes. So as you can see, a lot of these don't take long at all. It's just a lot of them. Okay, let me move this right there. And I'm just moving it down and over just a tad. And I'm gonna retrace, and we are golden. Take my placement sticker off and let it ride. Let's see here. You used the laminated fabric, okay, and it is really nice. Okay, I'm gonna have to try that. Okay, so yeah, that's a good idea, especially if you're able to just take a rag or, you know, what do you call those? One of those wet wipes or whatever, and just wipe it out. That is good. That's really good. I like that. Hey there, welcome in. Welcome in. Let's see. Hold on, let me go back. I think waterproof canvas, I think it might be. I think that is it. Because there's someone I follow on TikTok and she was making them. I was like, oh, okay, I haven't tried that yet. And I think I messaged her about it. I'm gonna have to go through my messages because I was curious. I haven't tried it. And her and I got to talking about different fabric types. Let's see. No, Tammy, that's not the fabric. I'm drawing a complete blank. Let me see. Hold on. I am going to find out. outer text waterproof fabric. That's it. Oh wait, I did just see the PUL that came up when I just checked Google. Oh, nylon. Nylon is another one. That's the one I was thinking of, nylon. So that's another one. But I'm going to look into these and give it a try and see how they turn out. Thank you for the tips, y'all. I love the way you explain how to design. Oh, thank you. Create and sell, let's see, items by making them your own style. Yeah. Not remaining the same. So that's the thing, as crafters, a lot of our crafts overlap, a lot of our designs overlap. But yeah, just put your own little touch on it. You know, make it unique to you. Just like, you know, I could do a mama sweatshirt. There's 100 other people, probably more than that, that can make a mama sweatshirt. But make yours unique to you and for your customer base. Because yeah, especially if you go on Etsy, look how many of the same designs you're gonna see on there. Just put your own little twist on it, you know. But thank you, Faker. And welcome in. If y'all are just joining, welcome in. I'm just finishing up embroidering some boxy bags so I can sew them. Hello. Oh, PUL fabric is awesome to use. Okay, I'm going to give that one a try. I haven't tried that one yet, but yeah, I'm going to definitely have to give that one a try. Yeah, I was thinking nylon. I don't know. I just completely drew a blank, but I'm going to try that one. And the vinyl. I'm going to try that one as well. Because, yeah, I think, especially, you know, people are buying them regardless if you're just buying them for your toiletries when you travel or you're buying them. Some people buy them and they use them. They just set them in their bathroom. I had a customer that said, you know, she just puts hers in a bathroom and she likes to have all her makeup in there. So people use them differently. That's why I just call them boxy bags. People call them makeup bags, toiletry bags, cosmetic bags, travel bags. Call it whatever your heart desires, but it still pretty much serves the same purpose, to put all our stuff in one place where we can find it. No, I didn't make my acrylic template. So I actually, now my pattern, and people have been asking me for my boxy bag pattern. I just haven't made it. I've been working on it. I haven't finished making it where it's printable, because my large boxy bag prints in 6 pieces. Now I could put it together, but I can't sell it like that. You know, I need to have my borders, my seam allowance, all that set up. So I don't have my pattern for sale yet, but I took the SVG that I created of my pattern and sent it to someone that I know, and they made the templates from my pattern. I just, and I had to send it to them in the correct sizing and everything. And then she was able to cut the acrylic out, because my laser is like a 12 by 12. I ain't doing nothing with that. Nothing much other than cutting fabric for applique. But if you know someone with a large laser, or there is a lady in my Facebook group that does them, and she has like the big boy laser, one of those big ones. That's why I reached out to her. But no, I didn't make it myself. I wish I could, because a lot of people have asked me for them, and I'm like, sorry, I'm not selling them. I had it made for me. Hi, Miss Joyce. Yeah, they are nice, and they save me so much time. So I have a couple. I try to get everything cut in acrylic. I'm just getting the actual templates so I can show you. And I'm dropping all kind of stuff. I'm sure y'all can hear that in the background. But first I was using this one. And this is just, basically you just can cut your fabric. And then, you know, you'll do the bags in one half and then the other half. This one with the panel, it saves so much time because everything's already cut. So you eliminate that part. So that's like another few minutes or so. And then you just have your two panels. You're cutting your outer fabric and your lining fabric. Putting your zipper on, and then you just bring the bottom up, put your zipper on the other side, close your sides. And then if you're doing, well, I do French seams on my bag. So then I'll pop it out, stitch it, turn it back right inside out, and then do my French seam, and then I'm done. But this saves so much time. It takes me about a full, I would say about 35-ish minutes to make when I'm doing just the two pieces, you know, cutting it. This, once I have everything cut out, it takes me 18 minutes to stitch the entire bag from beginning to end. So yeah, it's definitely worth it. And I actually broke mine, that's why I got it taped here. But yeah, it saves a lot of time. Good evening. Oh, you are not late for the show. You are right on time. I'm just embroidering on some bags. Actually, that one is just about finished. And then I'm moving on to the next. So 17 bags in total. All right, this one's done. And let me get my next one set up. This one. And then this is the next one. Like I say, some of these sayings I say on the regular myself. But yeah, I was laughing when she sent me the list. I was like, oh, these are cute. Let's see, who did I miss? Who did I miss? Thought I missed someone. I don't think I did. Okay. But welcome in if you are just joining. Welcome if you're just in the bushes. Hey, appreciate the engagement. But yeah, just moving right along. And this is Richword's tearaway stabilizer that I'm using. And they're not going to see this anyways. It's going to be covered up by the lining fabric. So I don't like embroidery showing on the inside of the bag. That just looks tacky to me. And so I always make sure to embroider on the outer fabric, and then I stitch everything together. And that way it just gives it a clean look, and then I'll put my label on the inside so it'll look professional once it's finished. And I think I got about 7 left, 7 or 6 or something like that. And I'm using my grid, as I already said before, on my mat to line everything up. Yeah, those are some funny words. That's why I like the words and the phrases. Oh, and the phrases, there's some coming, Donzel. You're going to be like, what? But it's funny. It's cute. And I just like the uniqueness of it. I really like the uniqueness that she came up with. I was like, oh, sure, I can do that. Okay, let me just make sure that it's lined up on here, and on to the next. And I'm just kind of tugging at it a little bit, but not much. And my color, and this one is ready. Oh, this is a funny one. Oh, oops. Embroidery mode. There we go. And I'm gonna do my trace. And I need to move this just a tad over and up a little bit. And I'm gonna retrace. And when I'm tracing, my laser is on. That's why I don't hold my needle down. I had somebody ask me that before. I just don't trust these needles. Like, I value my fingers and I don't play around with this machine like that. So I just let my laser do its thing and then I follow the laser. And I always mark my center point. Okay, this one is gonna take 11 minutes. So I think this is one of the longer ones. I love this Sean House by this machine. As you can see, I've been doing all these bags. Is a beast. Of course, Bai has been treating me amazing. The machine, the service, the support, amazing. And if you're near, I think the next Impressions is Atlantic City, I believe. So if you're close to there, definitely stop by, go to Impressions, stop by so you can see the machines in person. You know, I mean, Impressions is like the Super Bowl of the garment decorating industry, basically. But Bai is been good to me. Richword as well. Well, I have been using Richword products already. I was using their thread. It's been well over a year now, and I really love their thread already. And then they came out with their own stabilizers, so I started using their stabilizers, and pretty much they got me locked in with them. Let's see here. Okay, just making sure I didn't miss any comments. But yeah, Bai is good. Bai is great. And I have no complaints. And I think I'm going to need switch out one more bobbin. I think I can do one more. Yeah, this is the longest one. 11 minutes. Yeah, I only have 6 more left. So I could pull off one more and then I'm gonna change my bobbin. Because that's one thing I'm terrible at. Even on with my single needle machine, I am terrible at checking my bobbin until the machine starts hooting and hollering, and then I'm like, oh yeah, the bobbin. Miss Joyce, I was looking into it. I might. Where is it this year? Last year it was here in Vegas at the Luxor. I didn't even look and see where it was at, but I've been thinking about it. Girl, I'm glad I went to them too. I have no complaints. Did you? Good. Yeah, I have no complaints. Like, again, long as you do the maintenance on your machine, regardless of what machine you have, your machine is going to keep working for you. As long as you take care of it, it will take care of you. But yeah, I have no complaints. I mean, today is a good day. You know, I haven't had any issues. It's been smooth sailing. I'm not going to jinx it. But no issues at all. Once I got my tension locked in, I've been good. And I did that day one. I think I did like 5 or 6 tension tests, and finally, once I got it right, I have not touched it. I haven't had to touch my tension at all. Even when I'm going from flats to hats, whether I'm just doing a regular stitch out or even a puff, 3D puff, I don't touch my tension. I haven't had to. Vanessa, yes, it has been a while. I know. Y'all, I'm gonna try to do better with my lives, but I'm gonna still be making my weekly posts, my weekly content. And then I'll be posting shorts as well, but I'm getting better. Y'all know I'm an introvert. It'd be hard for me to go live. So I have to kind of just be like, okay, let me just go live. Oh, loving the boxy bags. Thank you. So Vanessa, I just decided to go in a different direction. Really, there's nothing wrong with the machine or, you know, things like that, but I just decided to go in a different direction. That's all. Oh, it's at South Point this year. Okay, last year was at, wait, was it at South Point or was it at Luxor? I'm drawing a blank. But, okay, yeah, then I'll definitely be there. I think I did one class last year. I went and met up. One of the vendors invited me, and so I just kind of went. I really didn't do any classes but one. But yeah, I want to do some more classes. I want to try some quilting stuff just to give it a try. But yeah, I probably most likely will. In July, it's gonna be like 287 degrees here in July. That's the crazy part. They should have did it like in September, October, even April. But July, it's gonna be blazing. Oh, hubby's good. He's in the living room. He's probably on live as well on TikTok. I'm surprised he ain't in here because he be trolling me too. This will be my first time. So it's community, Miss Joyce. It's community. You meet a lot of other amazing creators. Not even just creators, just like to do it, whether it's for hobby or business. And it's not like when you take the classes, don't be nervous, because some people, even though they might be a pro at something, they might be taking that class because either they want to better their skills or they just want to give it a try. So what I really like, you know, it was just a lot of people just talking, sharing their experience, like what they like to do in their pastime, their hobbies, things like that. You do meet other creators there as well. So it was really cool. It's a fun experience. So just expect to have a good time. And I talked it up. And just expect to have a good time and make some fun stuff. I want to try, which I didn't get to last year. It was like a puff pillow. And I did not. And that is a false thread break because the thread didn't break. So let's see here. Yeah, that's a false thread break. So I'm gonna go ahead and trim. And I'm thinking it has something to do with my bobbin. So let me check my bobbin. But yeah, it's fun. It's really, really fun. And you'll be in Vegas. And South Point is a really nice hotel too. South Point is really, really nice. So, well, I needed to switch it anyways, but there were still thread in here, but let's switch her out. See, I talked it up. I jinxed myself, y'all. I was doing so good with no issues. Okay, and let me go back some stitches. Let's see, let's go back there. And let's start again. Okay. We're back. So see, stuff like that, it happens. You just gotta figure out what it is and keep it going. Usually when that happens, I've noticed for me, it's normally an issue with my bobbin. Usually I switch that out and I'm golden. I think I've had one time where my thread path got off, and that was the only time I couldn't figure it out. I'm like, what the heck? After some cussing, I finally figured it out. But yeah, small stuff like that, you just gotta roll with it, fix it, and keep it pushing. Hey there, welcome in. How are you? Oh, Sean told you about it? Okay. See, Miss Joyce, I want to make a quilt to just say I made a quilt, like for me. I don't want to do it like just on a regular, but I see some people that do like the quilts or the blocks, or you know, like packages. I don't want to say packages, but usually it's like a quilt of the month and stuff like that. And I see it, I'm like, oh, these are really cute. There's a lady on TikTok I follow. She sells fabric and she quilts, and she makes some beautiful quilts. But I was just like, those quilts take time. I see people say they spent like 6 months on a quilt. I think the closest I'm going to get to quilting is quilting my makeup bags, and that's it. But I see some beautiful people making some beautiful quilts, and I'm just like, wow. But yeah. And I know Sean said she was going to do like a beginner-friendly quilting, you know, sew along. So when she does that, I'm going to try it because she's a really good teacher. And yeah, I'll definitely try that. But I just be wanting to get it done. Like, let me work on it and get it done. Like I can make a minky blanket in an hour. A quilt that takes 6 months? No. So I only have to replace my bobbin. I think this is the 3rd bobbin since I've started the bags. So yeah, I'm just now starting on my 3rd bobbin, and this should take me to the last, because yeah, I have, okay, so that one, yeah, I got 6 more. So this bobbin, I'll be able to ride this one out. But yeah, this is the 3rd bobbin. Oh, depending on the difficulty determines the time to make it. Okay, gotcha. And see, yeah, that's out of my pay range. Like, I love watching people make them. I love to see the finished result. But I'm just like, my patience, you know. And see, that's my problem now. I start a project and then I start 2 more all at the same time. So that quilt, it'll probably take me about a good year to get it done. Oh, the pieces itself. Okay. Oh, show quilts. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, really? 2 weeks? Oh, okay. Okay, show quilt. See, I didn't even know all that. And got 2 more letters on that one, and that won't be finished. But yeah, they're beautiful. They're beautiful. But I'm just like, and I took, some quilting, like my binding. Like I've done some Miki blankets with some satin binding, and they turned out beautiful. And I know that's more of a quilter thing, but I still just haven't taken the time to really learn to quilt. But yeah, I would definitely try one. But I would probably have to do it. Yeah, it would definitely have to be like a group effort so I would stay motivated and wouldn't get sidetracked. Hey there, welcome in. How are you? Oh, you're new here? Well, welcome. Okay, so I'm making boxy bags. So these are the bags, but they're going to have embroidery on. And I'm using a Bai Mirror, so a 15 needle embroidery machine. And I'll show you one of the bags now because this one is done, and I'm going to get my next one, my next saying ready. Let's see. Oh, wait. I just did that one. Let's do that one. Okay. Okay, so this is the next one. I definitely say that on a regular. I say that all the time at work, while I'm in here, online. So I'm making 17 boxy bags. They're for a bridal party. The maid of honor ordered them, and each bag is getting a different saying. One of the brides commonly use sayings. So everyone is going to get their own custom bag with one of her sayings on there. So that's what I'm working on tonight. How do I measure my embroidery positions? I will show you in just a second, because I'm not using, I do have the adjustable freestyle fixture, which I could use with my 6 1/4 hoop. This is a 6 1/4 by 8 1/4, but I'm just kind of doing my thing. So I'll show you in one sec. I mark my center point. I always mark my center point. I don't care what I'm making, a hat, a shirt, a bag. I'm always marking my center point. So I just use these little stickers here, and I just marked my center point. I actually, I don't even know what I did with that. I have a guide. Oh, is this it? Yeah, I have this guide. So this is normally when I'm doing my boxy bags, I use this guide, and this helps me center everything. And then I normally will put my label here, and I would pin it, take it to the sewing machine and sew it. But because I'm doing embroidery on these bags, I use this as a guide to find my center point. And then I'm just using the grid on my mat here and using Richword's tear waist stabilizer, and these are the individual sheets. I'm just laying it down, and I'm going to line it up, this center point, with the middle point on my hoop. So right here, how you have like your center points here, I'm just making sure it lines up there. And that's how I've been lining this up. I do have a backing holder, but I've been struggling with it, so I just put it to the side. And then I'm going to sew number 8. And I'm just going to place this on here, make sure it's lined up at number 8. and then just pop my hoop on. And so that's how I hoop it up, and I make sure that it is centered. Now, normally I'm using my hooping station. I have the adult size hooping station, the 5x5 fixture, the 7¼ fixture, and the adjustable freestyle fixture. Normally I'm using those, but I just was like, I'm just gonna go ahead and do these, just kind of freestyle them. But yeah, that's how I get my center point every time. And then I always do a trace regardless. If you have a multi-needle machine, a single needle machine, always do a trace, because you can make any adjustments that you need to. And I have on my laser, and I just follow that around, make sure it looks good, and make sure everything lands in the center point, that it lines up. So like this one, I'm going to move it over just a little bit and up just a little bit, and I'm going to do another trace. Now I know you can't see me tracing from there, but okay, that is good. I'm going to peel my sticker off and let this one stitch out. So I hope that helped. I am doing more sewing on my channel. I kind of do a mixture. I do work with rhinestones, sublimation, embroidery, sewing. Is that it? I think that's it. And I'm also starting to do more design content, so showing my process when I'm digitizing, showing my process when maybe I'm doing my mock-ups, creating rhinestone designs, things like that. So I kind of do a mixture of content. I don't just have like one thing that I do on my channel, but I do have some sewing tutorials on my channel, sewing and embroidery. And I have a playlist, I believe it's called Sewing and Embroidery. So you'll find sewing videos, single needle tutorials, as well as multi-needle tutorials too. Let's see. Oh, that's a fun idea. You know, you can, I don't have a pattern to make bags, but there are patterns out there. I haven't tried them yet. And I kind of make my bags pretty large. Well, this is my largest one. But when you're, sewing everything together, it just would not fit unless I use my really, really, really large hoop, because I do my bags in long panels like this. So there's some tutorials out there, or some patterns out there, I believe, on Etsy. I just haven't tried them because I'm so used to just sewing them and doing my embroidery on there and then just sewing them together. Oh, Miss Joyce said there is someone. Yeah, by Annie on Etsy. That's the name of her shop. Okay. You know what, Donzel? I'm a night owl. My plan was to get these stitched out and then start sewing some of them tonight. So I still might get through a few of them, but I'm going to knock them all out tomorrow, and I'm just going to batch them. So yeah, I'm probably going to go chill and watch a movie. Well, watch a movie and edit some content at the same time. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to do too much, but I have my sewing machine ready to go. since I have to sew all these, I already did like, I think I wound up 4 or 5 bobbins because, you know, I'm gonna just keep going. But yeah, I'll probably chill out for the rest of the night, and then I'll probably just vlog the rest of the process, and then just post the content that I did earlier while I was in here, and then the sewing part. Okay. But yeah, there's some shops that create the boxy bags that you can do in the hoop, and I have not tried to digitize my own. Well, I tried to, but I didn't finish it. Again, I got sidetracked, started working on something else. But yeah, I know there's a lady, I can't think of her name, on TikTok that has some of the not diaper bag, but the baby wipes boxies, and I can't think of her name, but she makes a ton of them, and I believe she might have a pattern. I'll have to find out her name. And this one is, we are getting there. 5 left. I am kind of tired. I've been up since like 6 o'clock this morning. So we'll see. I say I'm gonna chill, and then I might go chill for a little bit, and then I'll be right back in here. And I have all my zippers ready to go. No, I'm not gonna be using my zipper tape because I didn't have enough. And I had these already. So I'm gonna just use these for the zipper instead of zipper tape. Normally when I'm doing the panel boxy or the large panels like this, I use zipper tape. It just makes it easier. But I always have my zippers longer than the boxy bag, so it makes it easier to sew. And then once you've stitched everything together, you can just cut down your zipper. So I'm gonna use these. And you guys, don't forget to like the video or like the live. Share it if you want to. Subscribe if you haven't yet. So if you like content, DIY, craft stuff, just random content, then make sure you subscribe. You Becky's daughter? Who is Becky? Yeah, I'm not sure who Becky is. So no, I am not her daughter. Now, if I had my sewing machine in here, I could be doing these and be done with them too. So I still, well, actually, you know what? That's what I'll do tonight, because this is gonna be tedious and I'm not gonna want to do this tomorrow. So I'll probably will go ahead and stitch these down, the tabs and the handles, so I can get that out the way. So I will do these for sure tonight, and then just knock out the bags tomorrow. Try So Sweetness. Okay, so that's another one. Thank you, Miss Joyce. Yes, you guys, make sure y'all hit that like button for me. Yeah, So Sweet. I think I've heard of So Sweetness before, but yeah, definitely check out Etsy, check out the reviews. You know, make sure people have left some reviews. Look at the shop's rating. But if the recommendations that everyone's giving in the live in the chat, I would check out those first. Done. Oh, this one's almost done. I am getting tired, but I want to get these bags done. I want to get them done and out the door because I don't like steady looking at orders or having open orders. I be wanting to get them in and get them out, but at the same time, I have to keep reminding myself like this is a bulk order. It's not just like 1 or 2 bags, which would have been gone by now. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. I see the thumbs up. I appreciate y'all. Two more letters on this one, and this one will be done. And I might get off in a minute so I can go put on some pajamas and just lounge. Because I'm like, okay, let me at least put on a shirt and some pants to get out my pajamas on live. I'm in the house, usually I'm in pajamas. I have pajamas that I wear to bed and I have pajamas that I wear around the house. That's how much I'm in pajamas. You try to stay up late. I'm just a night owl. I've never been a morning person, but I seem to happen to just wake up early for no reason lately. Probably because of my work schedule too. My work schedule's kind of changed, so I've been logging in earlier so I can log off earlier. And then once I log off, I come in here. But yeah, I'm a night owl. I don't care if I could be up in here. There's been nights I've been in here till like 3, 4 in the morning. And then I go to sleep and I'm back in here again. Usually that's on the weekends. During the week, I would say about 11 o'clock, I'm shutting it down so I can go to bed. Yeah, I'm a midnight crafter too. I am too. Oh, my iPad is about to die. Let me find a charger. Somewhere around here. I don't even know where it is. So this one is done. And the same thing. Rinse and repeat. So now I'm going to go. Y'all, I only got 5 more. 5 more. So we've been knocking them out. Oh, this one is funny too. So that's another one. All right, and let me clean this up. Oh, looks like my lighter is getting low. And tear this away. And I necessarily did not have to use stabilizer because I did have my interfacing on here already. But I just wanted to make sure that, it is stable, it's sturdy. So that's why I am using stabilizer still. But with the interfacing on here, it should honestly be good enough. If I was making a bag for myself, I wouldn't use any stabilizer, but because it's a customer's bag, you know? Okay, so on to the next. Yeah, I've always been a night owl. Always, 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 always. I'm just not a morning person. My husband, he's up at the crack of dawn. By the time I get up, he's been to wash the cars, painted the house, mopped the floor, cut the grass, went grocery shopping, and I'm still asleep. Like, I am not a morning person. Him and my daughter, they will not wake me up. They are scared to wake me up. I'm like one of those people, don't wake me up unless it's a fire or some type of emergency. Because if you wake me up, it's going down. So he'll tiptoe around the house, or he'll do stuff like he'll go in the garage and wash the cars or whatever, so he doesn't wake me up. And I do the same at night when I'm in here. I'll close the door so, you know, I don't wake him up too. But yeah, I've always been a night owl. That will never change. It's quiet, it's peaceful at night, and it's just like I be in my zone. I be locked in and focused. All right, this one is only gonna take 7 minutes. Let's do our trace. And that looks good. And that is dead smack in the center of my sticker. All right, and let's get her done. Hey, precious pieces, how are you? Oh, you used to work the midnight shift? Yeah, that'll definitely do it. I don't know why. I can stay up until whenever I feel like my body's finally like, okay, it's time to go lay down. But I be in here, especially on the weekends, I'm in here late. Another 17 bites the dust. I know, right? For real, for real. You ain't never lied, because I'm like, woo. But I'm almost done. So, hey, I got a lot done. I think when I came on the live, I was only 4 in. So, yeah, I'm down to my last 4 now. I'm doing good, knocking out these boxy bags so I can get this order out the door. You got to get these done and out the door so I can work on other stuff. But just chilling. I've pretty much got everything ready to go. Just finishing the embroidery, and then I just have to sew up my tabs and my handle. And then start assembling my bags. But these, yeah, I'm gonna knock these out tonight, and then the bags, they'll get done tomorrow. Hey, welcome in. Welcome in. Now this one is funny too. All of them are funny, but this one's funny too. Hold on, y'all. I need to go get a charger because my iPad is gonna die and I ain't gonna be able to see y'all comments. I thought I had a charger in here, but give me one sec. I'm on my last 4. So, almost done. My husband was asking me if I got the bag stitched out. I'm like, I'm almost there. Okay, I'm gonna have to move my iPad over here. All right, I got juice. So this one is the one that's sewing now. Yeah, 4 left. Whew. Almost there, almost there. You do your schedule. I try. It's just like, well, my work, I kind of do my work or my crafting stuff or working on orders or whatever around my work schedule. So my work schedule, because I'm a contractor, so I can choose when I log on and log off. Like, I don't have a clock in, clock out. So I love that about my job. And it allows me to control my volume too. How much do I want to work? How much don't I want to work? So yeah, that's how I'm able to kind of keep my schedule together somewhat. Hold on, let me grab, looking for something over there, but it's not over there. But yeah, that's how I keep my schedule. I just work everything around my work schedule, or how busy I am that week, or how busy I'm not going to be that week. Hello, if you're just joining, if I missed you when you popped in, hello. So that one is almost done, 3 more layers. And then I'm probably going to log off so I can put on my pajamas. And then finish stitching out the rest of these. Actually, I'll probably log off, stitch out the rest of these. While these are stitching, I'll go over to the other room and sew these all together, or start sewing those. And that way I could kind of, by the time the bags get done, I can have these done and just have everything ready for tomorrow. And I'll probably just prep everything. I'll probably get my zippers and everything clipped on and just set it in the sewing room. That way when I wake up in the morning and go in there, I can just start knocking the bags out. At least that's the plan. Yeah, system and rhythm. Yes, so important. You are 100% right. Yeah, when you do what I do, and also when you love what you do. I love my job, but I also love to craft. I love to create. I love to just make things. Even if I'm not selling anything or making money, or even if I didn't have a business, I would still be doing this because I just love making stuff. I always have. So I will never stop crafting. Now, there's just some crafts I'm just like, nah, I'm not gonna try that. I'll watch other people do it, but yeah, I just love to craft. I love to create. I love to share as well. I love to help people. So that was the reason for me even starting a channel on YouTube, is because people would ask me questions. I was like, well, I can't tell you how to make something from scratch in the comments. Like, let me just make a video, and it kind of snowballed from there. But yeah, you definitely have to have a schedule. Otherwise, you're going to be all over the place. You have to have some type of schedule, some type of order, some type of, something like that in place so you can stay consistent without burnout. Stay consistent without burnout is the key. have you done a tutorial with? No, you know what? I have not done a tutorial with like long panels like I'm doing versus the 2 separate pieces. I haven't. I'm going to probably, I started a vlog of this whole process, so I'll include that in this vlog that I'm doing. So when I start assembling the bag and when I'm sewing it, I will show that. I was just going to kind of go show snippets here and there, but I'll show, you know, everything that I'm doing. And I want to try not to make it too long, but I'll put it in there. Another one done. And let's get the next one ready. And yeah, this thread, this Richword is just stitching out so beautifully. So that's the next one. Richword thread is the truth. If you haven't tried it, try it. Okay, let me try my other lighter. Probably about time I get some more. I go through these lighters so fast. I usually buy like a 6-pack and put some in here and some in the other room. Let's see. Hey, Sean, I didn't see that you came in. Thank you. Yeah, we were talking about you earlier, Sean. I was, Miss Joyce was talking about sewcation and then quilting, and I said, yeah, the only way I'm gonna learn how to quilt is if I learn from you in a class, because I get too sidetracked and I start doing other stuff because, yes, quilting is just not my thing. I don't know a lot about it, but I'm probably gonna take a couple quilting classes at Sewcation, just, you know, kind of get my feet wet. Try it out a little bit. All right, let's get this lined up. Oh, we only got 4 more left. Started at 17. Well, started with 17, now we here. And let me just make sure this is all lined up. I need to move that up some more. And my hoop is a little bit crooked. There we go. Oh, you're gonna be here? Nice. Okay. Yeah, Miss Joyce said she's gonna be coming. And I was just saying, it's gonna be July, so it's gonna be like 300 degrees outside. So just be prepared. You know what? I need to rehoop that. But yeah, I'm going to go and take some classes this year. You know, it's always good to learn a new skill or improve your skills. Okay, let's see here. Let me move this up some more. Okay, let's try that again. Perfect. So, got that all hooped up, and let's get this one on here. Ouch. This one's funny too. And do our trace. Yep, that one. Let me just double check. Okay, let me do another trace. I just have to move it just a little bit. Okay, that's good. All right, and for those that are just joining, let me just show you the bags. So this is the one that just finished. And then this is the other one. So each bag is getting a different phrase, which is one of the bride's commonly used sayings. And then I'm gonna go and sew them together. Well, sew them together tomorrow, because your girl is getting tired. Oops, this one is upside down. There we go. The next one. I was like, this bride is off the chain with some of these sayings. Let's see, and then only a few more left. So there's that one. And this one. This one. And this one. So those are all the ones that I have embroidered so far. Hey, Deborah. That to this creations. Hey. Welcome in, Tracy. Thank you. So yeah, almost done, y'all, almost done. And this is how the bag will turn out with the embroidery on there. So these are the bags. So that's what I've been in here working on while I've been on live, getting these done. I started on TikTok live, and then it came over here to finish out on YouTube. And if you have not yet, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you are new here. If you like DIY content, business tips, information, that is what I do on my channel. And just getting these lined up. Oh, now I gotta sew all these together. That's gonna be the easy part. That's gonna be quick. I'm gonna put that Juki to the max. To the max. And zip right on down through these. So yeah, that Juki about to get some miles on it tomorrow morning. Thank you. So with doing it in the panels like this, and I already have everything cut out, my lining and everything, sewing it like this is gonna take me 17, 18 minutes tops to finish one bag, but I'm going to batch sew. But I do like to time myself when I'm doing certain things. And yeah, 17 minutes for my large bag. I want to say about 14 to 15 minutes for my medium, and then about 12 to 13 for my small. So when I do them like this, it cuts down a lot of the time because everything is already cut. I'm just sewing everything together. I'm putting my zipper on. Once I have my zipper installed, oh, it is done quick. But yeah, around 18 minutes tops. I'm always up late. I'm a night owl. And it's what, 8:30? Well, almost 8:30 here. I'm on the West Coast, but yeah, I'm always up late. And it's the weekend too. I mean, that don't even matter because I be up late during the week. But yeah, I'm a night owl. I love to work. Even if I'm just testing stuff, I love doing it at night versus the daytime. No, that's not bad at all. It's pretty quick. If you do it kind of the standard way where you have the two pieces and you're sewing one piece to the zipper and then you put your other piece on there, that normally takes me about 35-ish minutes. So this cuts down the time. I can almost make two of these in the time I would make the other way. So this just saves so much time. Oh, it's 10:30. Oh yeah. You're Chicago, so you're Central Time, right? Yeah, you got to be. I think you're Central Time. Oh yeah, 2 hours ahead of me. So yeah, you're Central Time. Oh, 11:30 East. Oh, Florida, nice. 8:30. Okay, West Coast. Okay, West Side. Florida. Okay. Yeah, I'm out here on the West Coast in the desert. So it's still early. And this city never sleeps, so. Well, outside of the strip, this city sleeps. On the strip in downtown, it doesn't sleep. And this one, 3 more minutes on that one. And yeah, then I'll be down to 4 more. 3 more. Trying to give myself more work. I forgot to cross this one off. Yeah, 3 more. So I'm almost there, y'all. I'm almost there. I'm tired. But I am going to sew these tabs and the straps tonight. So that way I'll have that out the way because that's the tedious part. Assembling the bag, that's the fun part. I like to sew the bag, see it coming together, and then see the finished result, especially once all of them are done with the embroidery on there. I'll definitely be posting some pictures too once they're done. Did you get married in Vegas? I got married here too. In 2010, okay. I don't sell my template yet. I am working on getting it printable. Where you can print it because you're going to have to print it and be able to put it together. And then, so it is correct. It's the correct size. So that's what I'm working on. And I've been working on that in Inkscape for a while now. I start and I stop and I start and I stop. So, but that is something that I do want to get out there because so many people have asked me and I'm just like, if I send you my SVG pattern, it's not going to print out how you want it to. So soon, I hope soon. But there are a lot of good patterns on Etsy. Just check the description for like the measurements because I do have a large, medium, and small. I have 3 different sizes, but mainly my large is my most popular, and then my medium is second, and then my small is kind of like, it's just there. But yeah, I would say just kind of read the reviews before you purchase any. Or if you're on TikTok, there's a lot of people on there that make these bags and also sell the patterns. I just haven't mastered creating my own pattern yet, even though I don't like working from patterns. Yes, I love the art of sewing because it's like you can take nothing and make something. Like, it's just, you can upcycle. That's how I started sewing. I was upcycling my clothes and eventually bought a sewing machine, and through trial and error, you know, learned how to sew. Now, am I a master seamstress or a master tailor? Absolutely not. But can I have an idea and make it? I sure can. But yeah, I'm definitely not one of the professionals that went to school for it. Self-taught. YouTube University. Oh, you make lots of bags? Yes, I have been making a lot of bags, and they've been bulk orders, which I'm not complaining at all because I love making these bags. Tote bags. I started making some totes as well, and I have a few other bags. I'm actually grab one of my favorites, my triangle bag. I love that bag. Okay, Sean, okay, gave an opinion of Jess on YouTube that makes some good bags, or has some patterns for you that are really good. So yeah, any of the suggestions in the chat, I would definitely look into those, because the people that are giving the suggestions have been in this game and, you know their stuff. So I would trust their word. All right, so this one is the next one. Welcome to the asylum. Whew, I see the light at the end of the tunnel, y'all. I see the light. Okay, let me move these out the way. Hoop this up, and then I'm gonna go grab my little triangle bag. So that's one of my favorites. I need to do a tutorial on that one. And that one's a simple bag to make too. And it's kind of like a going out type of clutch type of bag. All right, let's get this one lined up. Okay. Move this up a little bit. I look centered there. I look centered there. Yeah, perfect. Okay. So on to the next. This one, I definitely say this all the time. All right, and of course I'm gonna do my trace. That looks good. Okay, let me get this sticker off. And let's get started. Let me go grab this bag really quick. So this is one of my favorites that I made. Triangle bag. I love this bag. And I actually made this in a camo print. So I have this black faux leather and then a camo print. But I'm gonna have to do a tutorial on this because this is a simple bag and it's cute. You can wear this when you're going out. And I have a shirt in here, stuffed in here. But I didn't put any pockets or anything in here, but it's a really cute and fun bag to make. But I just keep this shirt in here so I can make sure it keeps its shape. Thank you. So for my straps, I don't use any interfacing or anything like that. I have not had any issues. And I have a few different ones that, trust me, I've been just having them all over the place. And I gave a few away just because I wanted people that I know to test them, because I know they're going to give me the honest opinion. But I have not had any issues, and my straps are sewn into the bag really well, because I do a French seam, so they're getting sewn in. They're getting sewn over a few times. But I haven't had any issues with the straps, and I haven't had any customers that have said that they've had any issues. You can put a piece of interfacing or something in here if you want to, but I don't. On none of the bags that I make. Oh, thank y'all. Yes, sequence material. Yes, that would be nice. That would be nice. Ooh, the size of my large bag, because I don't know. Well, I know, but I forget. So lengthwise, it is 9. My depth is 6. And I want to say my height is probably the same as well. Yeah, 9 by 5 is the height. 9 by 5 by 6 is the large. Yeah, see, you're gonna have me up making other stuff when I'm supposed to be working on these bags. But yeah, sequence, that would look nice. Especially like one of these, the iridescent sequence, or even just a solid color would look really nice. See, now you got me looking at my sequence and looking at all kind of other stuff. Three more, y'all. Well, 2 more now. Yeah, I thought I was gonna actually start sewing bags tonight. That's not gonna happen. Deborah, don't make her stay upright. I'm trying to go chill for a minute. I'm trying to go relax. And now I'm going to be cutting fabric for something else when I need to be finishing up these bags. I'm going to stay focused. I'm just going to go and sew my straps and my tabs. And then I'm going to go chill. Well, put on my pajamas, then sew this, then go chill. Right. And see, that's the problem. I get distracted. That's why I be having like 4 different projects going on at the same time. Like I'm trying to make this and that, and I need to finish this, and then I come back to that. That's my problem, staying focused. Like, I have a schedule. I'm good with planning stuff. It's just staying focused on one thing at a time. See, CJ, now you're like, yeah, you got to do it. See, yeah. So that's what I'll do. I was going to do a tutorial making one with like a faux leather, but I'm going to try with sequence. We shall see. Or maybe I should do one of each. Yeah, but now I want to try the sequence. Or even if I were to do maybe just like the mesh sequence versus the velvet sequence, that would probably also sew better. But the velvet sequence, like, see, y'all got me pulling out sequence now like this. That would be pretty. That would be really pretty. Or I also have like a royal blue. That would look nice too. Y'all are a bunch of enablers. Let me just say that. One each. Okay, okay. When your schedule permits. Right, one each. Yeah, I definitely got to try the sequence now. Now you have that on my mind. And so I can already picture the bag. It's just making the bag. And that bag is really easy to make. I want to say you can make that bag in like 30 minutes. So it's not like a hard bag to make. Yeah, that purple, isn't that beautiful? No, Eva, I'm not trying to be up all night because I got to get up in the morning. I got to knock these bags going. One bag after the next, one bag after the next. Blame them, don't blame. Okay, Donzel is trying to talk y'all out of encouraging me. Donzel, I will give you that. Our drug of choice is fabric, right? Oh, tell me about it. Why did I? So, I was online, right? And what had happened was, I seen this fabric and it was only, I think, $3.99 a yard. So I bought 5 yards. I have no idea what I'm going to use it for, but the price was good. So you're right. It is our drug of choice. Fabric. Like just random late night scrolling. And I started Googling something and it popped up. And I'm like, ooh, add to cart. And then it was here. Oh, have I made a bag with rhinestones on it? I don't think I have. I've made like a zipper pouch, like a clutch type zipper pouch. And then afterwards, I did put like a rhinestone. I think I put like, what did I put on there? I think a zodiac symbol. I think I put the Capricorn zodiac or something like that on there. But this was a while ago. But no, not what. See, now you got me wanting to make more stuff. But yeah, that would be a good idea too. To do one with rhinestones. It's just, well, you have to cut out your fabric pieces, put your rhinestones on, and then sew your bag. Because trying to put the rhinestones on after the fact could end up being a pain. All right, and the next one. Now, I definitely say this like at least 1,000 times a day. I was laughing when I seen that one. I was like, oh yeah, that's me for sure. I definitely say that 11 times a day. Right, Donzel? They just giving me ideas after ideas when I'm like, I'm trying to stay focused. I know, Eva. I know, Eva. Once my eyes start drifting off somewhere, I'm thinking like, okay, I could probably make this in like 30 minutes and then go to sleep, right? Like, no. Nope. I'm gonna just have to go live and just be in the sewing room and y'all just throw out ideas and I'm gonna just start sewing random stuff. That's what we gonna have to do. Because apparently we all have a problem here. And our problem is that we love to craft. I kind of feel like I'm at an AA meeting now, but for crafters. Once I said that. Okay, let me get this one. Go ahead. I keep saying I'm gonna log off and go put on my pajamas, and here I am, but I just want to get this done. And I feel like if I log off, then I'm gonna go in my sewing room and I'm gonna start making all these random bags we've been talking about. So I'm trying to stay focused, y'all. All right, that looks good. That looks good. Perfecto. Oh, we are almost there. Y'all don't know the happiness in my heart right now. All right, let's do our trace. And this one is going to take 8 minutes. And I just need to move this over just a tad and up a little bit, and I'm gonna retrace. All right. You said no sound. Can you hear me? Let me double check my mic. Are you able to hear me okay, y'all? Let me just say fabric. Okay, Sean? Yes, it's like you see that deal, you gotta get it. Because eventually you'll use it. Hey, that's how I see it. Wait, someone else said no sound. Okay. Okay, y'all hear me. Okay. Cool. But yes, Sean, it's like, and then if I don't get it and then I go back and the price is higher, then I'm gonna be mad because I didn't buy it when the price was lower. So I just buy it. That's why I love going to the garment district, because the price, it's like everything's always on sale down there, and you can bargain with them. As soon as they be like, oh, that's $4.99, I be like, well, I'm gonna buy 5 yards. How much would that be? And then they'll give me a price. I'll be like, well, I come here a lot. And then they'll go down even lower. I'm like, okay, I'll take the 5 yards. But and that's another thing. I feel like 5 yards is like my sweet spot. I feel like it's not too much. But what if I need it for a project, or a bulk order or something like that? I like to have enough. So I stick between 3 to 5 yards. What's y'all go to when you catch fabric on sale? Like, how many yards do you normally like, okay, I'm gonna grab this and put this away in the stash? Ooh, Eva, 5 to 7. Okay, I feel good now. Because sometimes I think 5 yards is too much. But it's like, I feel like you can never have enough fabric because eventually you're going to need it for something. And y'all already know. We'll find some, we'll embroider with it, we'll sew with it, we'll find something to do with it. So, hey, it is what it is. I mean, especially the quilters, I feel like y'all can never have enough fabric because, I mean, especially if you make a lot of quilts or if you're making large quilts, you need a lot of fabric. 6 yards, okay. What? You live that close to the garment district and Axeland? Oh, I'm jealous. Actually, no, because I would just be down there. Like, y'all, it would be bad. Because we had talked about years ago moving to California, and I was like, nah. Because if I'm not at home, my husband would know exactly where I am. And I'm just like, yeah, no. I couldn't do it. I could not stay that close to the garment district. It would be all bad. It would be all bad. I would be down there all the time. We would be live in the garment district all the time, y'all. 6 yards, 5 to 7 yards. Oh, you make suits? Wow. Okay, yeah, so then, yeah, you definitely need those yards. Vanessa, what's going on, lady? We are at the tail end of getting all these boxy bags embroidered, girl. And after this one, I only got one more left. So I've gotten through all 17, well, almost. And that is this one. Just had to count again just to make sure. So yeah, these were all the seams that the maid of honor sent me, and yeah, we are down to the last 2. I almost text you to tell you about the, see, no, Vanessa, first of all, a minute ago, they was trying to talk me off the ledge because they gave me like all these different ideas for this bag. And now you're telling me about some fabric at Hobby Lobby. Y'all, Vanessa texted me the other day and she was like, look, go to Michael's. This fabric's on sale. And I was out driving and I bust a U-turn and went straight to Michael's. I was like, boy, y'all are enablers. I keep telling y'all. But see, now I want to know about the fabric. So still text me because I'm curious now. Need at least 6 to 7 yards. Yep. For the back. Oh, wow. On one of your quilts. Wow. Oh, they got the same one as Michael's. Well, see, the Michael's near me didn't have it, so I ordered it online. But yeah, that was a good deal. That was a good deal. I ordered 5 yards. My magic number, 5 yards. I feel like 5 yards is good. I can do applique with it. I can make bags with it. You know, there's just like a variety of things I can do. So yeah, 5 yards is my sweet number. But okay, as long as it's the same fabric as Michael's. I thought you were going to tell me about some other fabric. I was going to be like, oh, man. Now I got to go to Hobby Lobby. Thank goodness they close tomorrow. Yeah, I have 10. See, Vanessa's just as bad as me. She's just as bad as me. And this one has 2 minutes left. So, and then the next one, I think that one will probably take about 8 minutes. So we will be done, y'all. Hey, Jesse, welcome in. Your vlog. Your vlog is taking us to the fabric store. I know. Maybe I need to do that. Or the next time, well, I'm not going over to LA probably till next month. But yeah, I'm gonna definitely vlog. But sometimes it's like trying to vlog and carry a bunch of stuff. Even though I have my husband with me and he's carrying the bulk of it. When it gets to the point where his hands are full, then I gotta start carrying stuff. So that's the only thing why I didn't vlog the last time I went there. I started to, and then I ended the live. But yeah, that's why I couldn't live in LA, because I would stay at the garment district. Like, I built some good relationships with some of the vendors there now, over the years since I've been going there. But if I lived there, they would be sick of me. Like, the last time we were there, Charlie told the one couple where I get my sequence fabric from, like, yeah, she would be sitting out here before y'all open up. And he's probably not even lying. I would be waiting for them to open up. Oh, I have a rolling bag. I have a rolling bag. Trust me. I was thinking about even getting one of those carts I seen on TikTok that has like the double baskets, because then I can fit more in there. But I'm just like, yeah, no. If I go down there, I feel like I'm gonna have to fill it up. Like, I can't halfway do it. Okay, and that's the last one. Woo. Y'all don't know how happy I am. And then this is that one. So yeah, I'm loving how these all stitched out. I am loving me some Richword thread. It has not done me wrong. And I can hoop up the last one. Ooh, I might have to have a shot of tequila after this, y'all, because I am getting tired. But orders got to get done. All right. And let's go ahead and knock out this last one. And I actually cut an extra bag, so I'll probably just make it and give it to them since I already cut the fabric. I actually need to do a giveaway. I'm gonna have to plan a giveaway so I can give away some of my sample bags. Oh, you're back, Miss Joyce. Okay. Thank you, Miss Joyce. Yes, let's make sure you hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't. Oh, I didn't. Okay, real deep inside. And you can put the, oh, see, I might not need a bag that big because I'm going to fill it up. No time like the present. Yes, yeah, I could not. For y'all that stay in Cali and y'all in close proximity to the garment district, like, I couldn't. I just couldn't. Soon as I wake up, I'll be heading to the garment district just to walk around, just to see. Actually, let me re-hoop that. And with all these bags, 17 bags, I only used 3 bobbins. Well, I'm on my 3rd one now, so that was pretty good. But thank goodness the phrases were short. They weren't long phrases. Okay, just make sure that looks good. Okay, that looks good and even. And, oops, wait, I selected the thread, number 3. And my thread net came off. Let me put this back on. I want no issues. There we go. Okay. Let's do our trace and do this last one. Yes, that looks good. Okay. And, oh, this one is going to take 10 minutes. So this one's going to take a little bit longer. It's one of the longer phrases. No time like the present. Yeah, no. I mean, at the rate as expensive as Vegas is getting, it's almost like, well, might as well go to California because, yeah, Vegas is getting up there. I mean, it's still not as expensive as Cali, of course, but it's climbing. We spent 3 days exploring and bargaining. I know that's I know that's right. All right, we got a spammer in here. So let's go ahead and block them. Okay, they're out of here. So this is the last one. The last one. This is number 17 of 17. That's it. Yeah, it's the last one. Yes, the resort fees, like MGM and I believe Caesar's properties are all charging like $50 per day for resort fees. My thing is, pool season just started. So when you can't even access the pool, what are you paying resort fees for? Wi-Fi? Like, who really uses the hotel Wi-Fi? So, and then the parking. Not only, I feel like the parking should be included in the resort fees. And even for locals, because tourism has been bad here, now they're giving us locals deals, free parking, comp rooms, discounts at restaurants and stuff like that. But it's still like, if I'm going to the Strip, I'm going there for a reason. I'm going for a restaurant or something like that, but we prefer to be downtown. We prefer Fremont Street. And Fremont Street, there's hotels down there that have lower resort fees. Some of them have no resort fees. So it's just like you get a better bang for your buck and more entertainment downtown, in my opinion. But yeah, the fees in Vegas are getting out of hand. You're paying like $25, $30 to park and then $50 per day. And then you're paying that parking fee every time you come and go. So if you come here and you visit and you have a rental car and you're coming and going, you're paying for parking each time. I feel like that should be included in the resort fee. Like, that's ridiculous. Better yet, it should be free. You want people to come to your casino, spend their money in your casino, but then you want to charge them to park to come to your casino? They're hustling backwards. That's why a lot of people like the strip do be dead. I mean, you see people filming and vlogging saying, you know, nobody's at the strip. Yeah, they're down there at like 2 o'clock in the morning when it's empty. It's still people there. There's still a lot of traffic, but it's not as packed and as crowded as it used to be. Wow, even South Point? I didn't know South Point even had resort fees. I'm surprised because they're off the strip. Yeah, if you're staying there, you shouldn't have to pay the park there, you know. And I think the only two that were free that are no longer free, Treasure Island was free. They charge now. Unless you're staying there, they don't. Circus, but their garage is just too tight and cramped. I wouldn't want to park my car there anyways. I don't know if they're charging or not, but they used to be free. And that's it. Planet Hollywood, but they charge now. So Planet Hollywood was free, Treasure Island was free, Circus was free. I believe all of them are charging now. Well, I don't know about Circus, but the other two are. I'm just like, that's ridiculous. Everything's already overpriced. You go to Starbucks on the strip, you're paying like $13. If you go 2 miles off the strip, you're paying regular prices. I'm like, that's crazy. Even for a bottle of water, you're paying like $12 for a bottle of water. South Point parking is still free. I haven't been to South Point in a while. It's a nice hotel. I will say that South Point is a nice hotel. They're not too far off the strip. But yeah, it's a nice hotel. A lot of restaurants in there, movie theater, bowling alley, you know, all the normal stuff, regular stuff you see in most hotels. Free parking. If you've been to Vegas and you want to go off the strip, I would do something like Green Valley. Green Valley Hotel and Casino is really nice. Free parking. And it's only like maybe 20 minutes tops ride to the strip. What would be another one? The M is really nice. Now that's going to take you a little bit further off the strip, but it's nice. And they have free parking. And yeah, trying to think what else. There was another one that came to mind, but I forgot. But that's if you want to go off the strip. I always suggest that to people, especially if you've been to Vegas before. If you've never been, stay on the strip, live it up. But if you've been here, and especially if you've been here multiple times, stay off the strip. Go somewhere else. Stay off the strip. Because you're going to save yourself so much money. And then just travel to the strip. Oh yeah, Sunset Station. Yeah, the Station Casino, well, not all the Station casinos, even though they've redone Palace Station. But yeah, Green Valley, Sunset, Red Rock, the M. Most of the Station casinos, Aliante is pretty nice. You know, and those are pretty much where the locals go. And that's pretty much why they don't charge for parking, because those are local casinos. But yeah, the strip is they're gonna take you up top every time. So I always tell people, get off the strip, find a restaurant, even if you got an Uber or whatever, go off the strip. You're gonna save money. I mean, unless there's a particular restaurant that you want to go to, and a lot of those restaurants, like, I mean, Gordon Ramsay, he has like 50, 11 restaurants on the strip. It's like, bruh, I'm not paying $40 for a hamburger. Like, yeah, some of the prices are just ridiculous. Just because it has a celebrity's name attached to it, they feel like they can up the price because people are still going to go there. That is why we love to leave Vegas. People want to come here. We like to leave. Oh, Tahiti Village, that's a nice one. The Virgin Hotel, no, they might have parking. I don't think the Virgin Hotel doesn't have resort fees, but I think they charge for parking, but no resort fees. And it's not far. Like, you're right. It's kind of a few blocks back from behind Planet Hollywood. So that's a nice hotel too. Yeah, I like South Point. South Point is really nice. Yeah, $12 for a water bottle is insane. But the thing is, they had to install water fountains at the pools because the beers were cheaper than water. So instead of people getting water and hydrating themselves, they were just like, forget it, I'll just get another beer and just keep drinking. And then people start passing out, going to the ER. And so they made it mandatory where they had to put water stations by the pools. Because, yeah, how are you going to charge more for water than you would for beer? I was like, that's insane. So, yeah. I mean, hey, I would have did the same, like, $8 for water, but I get a beer for $4. Yeah, I'm going to take the beer. And I don't even drink beer. But, yeah, that's insane. That's their logic. That's how they think. They just think, let's keep people drinking. Let's get liquor in their system. They're going to spend more money. That's why, if you notice, there's no clocks in casinos. They don't want you to keep track of time. If you go to any casino in Vegas, you're not going to see a clock anywhere. You will never see the time in no casino out here. And see, I don't drink beer, but I am definitely going to have me a tequila and pineapple every time. But I go to the places where I know they're going to make my drinks right, where I also know the bartenders, and I'm not going to be paying $15 for a drink. Absolutely not. Oh, this one is almost done, y'all. Just making sure I ain't missed any comments. And I appreciate y'all hanging out and chatting it up with me tonight while I work on this. And we are done. We are done, y'all. Y'all hung in there with me. And then this is the last one. You got another thing coming. Yeah, that's something I say a lot too. I say that all the time to my husband. Woo! And you know what? I'm not even finna do these tabs and handles tonight, y'all. I'm tired. Your girl is exhausted. So yeah, I'm gonna end up doing those tomorrow. But I am gonna do vlog the rest, and then I am gonna show the process of using the panels versus having the multiple the two pieces cut. So y'all be able to see how I put the bag together, how I assemble it with the panels, with the two panels. But yeah, I had some energy for a little bit, but yeah, it's slowly dwindling unless I go make me some coffee, and then I'll be up until tomorrow morning if I do that. And now, once I embroider these, they won't even see any of that stitching, any of the thread or none of that. So that is why when I embroider, I like to do it this way versus, you know, embroidering once you've sewn the line into the bag, because I just don't like that look. So we got all of them, and I got one extra. I might just put something, maybe I'll just put bride on there and just include that since I already have it cut out. But I gotta digitize that, and I'm not gonna do it tonight. I'm gonna do it tomorrow. Let's see. Wait, I'm reading Deborah's comment. Oh, punch the bucket. What? Deborah, you are a fool. No, what thing? Oh, I will take me a flask. Please believe. If I'm going to the strip, I'm taking me a flask because I'm not paying $14 for a drink. I just refuse. I absolutely refuse. Now, if we have, you know, family or friends in town and we're treating them, want to show them a good time, that's a different story. But if we just hanging out, oh, and I will pull out my flask wherever. I don't care. Like, I'm filling my cup up. Just give me a cup of juice and I'll do the rest. Just give me some juice and some ice and I'm cool. But that's what you have to do. And people don't think about that. They have liquor stores inside of the casinos. Granted, the prices are going to be through the roof. So I would definitely go off the strip, down Vegas Boulevard to Lee's Discount Liquor. That's going to be your best bet. And the Westgate. The Westgate is another nice hotel, and it's right there. It's right across the street from the Fontainebleau. So that's a really nice hotel, but they just started charging for parking. Still a nice hotel, good location, but they're charging for parking. The Fontainebleau are offering specials because nobody really goes to that end of the strip. So you might be able to find specials there where you don't have to pay for parking, or you get a discounted room or comp meals and stuff like that, or discounts at their restaurants. So just kind of, you know, browse and see what discounts you have. And if you come to Vegas, you know, not even often, maybe a couple times a year or something like that, always get a player's card and play like $10 at any slot machine. You will start getting comp rooms. So even if you don't gamble, just get a player's card, play $5 or $10, and you'll start getting comps because they're, you know, you give them your ID and everything. So they're going to see you're from out of town. So that's a way for you to get comp rooms. Just a tip, even if you don't gamble. Oh, you're in Jamaica. Nice. It is 9:18. Is it 9:18? 9:16 here. I'm on the West Coast in Nevada, but nice. You're in Jamaica. I bet it is beautiful there. All right, y'all. I got through all 17 bags embroidered, got my handles and my tabs pressed and clipped and ready to sew. So now tomorrow, all I gotta do is put my Juki on rabbit mode and let it sew these bags down. And I will film the process. And then I have some vlog content that I filmed earlier that will be in the beginning. Then I'll show you how to put the bag together, and then I'll vlog the rest and then show you all the bags once they're done. So I'll have that posted sometime next week. Well, technically for some of y'all it's Sunday, so I have it posted sometime this week. But thank y'all for hanging out with me. Thank y'all for the likes, the shares, and the conversation. And I appreciate y'all, and I will see y'all, chat with y'all in the next video. So I'll probably do that as a premiere. So I'll see y'all in the live chat. But until next time, bye y'all.